What's going on, you guys? AJ Tucker here with AJ Self Defense, and I've been doing some research on sexual offenders on sites like Tinder, dating apps, and they're allowed to do so. I came across this one video of a lady. She was talking about how she chooses her guys. And it was quite interesting, and I'm definitely not trying to talk down on her or anything like that. I'm just coming from the view of a self-defense instructor and the view of, hey, you cannot judge a book by its cover. But real quick, I'm gonna let you check out this clip, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that.
For a man to appear attractive to a woman, positive social status or positive social reinforcement is a much bigger factor. For the man to prove that he is going to be that reliable, strong, dominating provider that the woman wants him for. And also to prove that he's not a crazy person who's going to bash the woman up.
So in that clip, she was basically talking about social status and positive social reinforcement. Basically, if the guy is popular and he's cool and he's good around other people, then he's not in some type of axe murder or anything. So I guess he's cool. And so she was basically talking about how Tinder, you can't find that stuff out. But she feels that if she meets somebody in person, depending on how other people act around him, then he's okay as far as being safe. I'm not talking about relationship advice. I'm just talking about a straight up safety perspective.
This way to size a man up that I find is in a social situation. This could be at a workplace, at a university, it could be at a party, pretty much any situation where there are social dynamics. You can stack all the men up against each other, measure them up, see how they interact with each other, see how they treat each other, respect each other, figure out the dominance hierarchies, and then you can just take your pick from there in parts of the world. What someone can gauge in 1 minute of social interaction and observing that might take many messages on Tinder or online. And for most,
again, she was basically saying that, hey, she can see somebody at like a bar or something like that and seeing how he interacts with other men to see if he, is, has a little bit of swagger, has a little bit of, he's social and the life of the party and the alpha amongst other people. But here's the thing, you could have a wolf in an alpha dog's clothing, not a sheep clothing, a wolf in an alpha dog's clothing. And so, the thing is that could be a great way for a woman to pick a man as far as relationship wise, but I'm just speaking from a self-defense view. Look at people with a good personality, like, who was it? Was it Ted Bundy that murdered all those women? I mean, he was very charismatic and, they said he was good looking and stuff like that. And so you cannot judge a book for its cover. And she said that she can size somebody up in 60 seconds. And you probably can for your selection, but you cannot size somebody up in 60 seconds to know that they're a safe person, to know they're not some type of crazy axe murder. They're going to bash you over the head. I've had friends in the past, they told me about how they went on a date and then they went on a second date with the guy, and all of a sudden he flips the script and he tries to assault her or attack her or something like that. And so, that's all I wanted to talk about right now. In the future, I'm going to be talking a lot about Tinder and dating apps and how they do not check for sexual offenders, at least with the free version. With the paid version, they do, but with the free version, they do not. But just upon, researching and looking at different videos and going on different articles, I came across that video, and it was a younger girl talking, and not saying that she don't know anything, but I'm just saying that I found it interesting on how she selects guys from that social square. If you have social reinforcement, other people like you, because I've ran into a lot of women where, they become students of mine and they'll tell me about how a guy, he's the life of the party, he's charismatic, but at home he does XYZ. And so, check out that video and think about it. And if you, parents, I talk to a lot of parents, if you have a daughter in between that age, that invincible age range from 18 to about 25, talk to them about that. How do they pre-select somebody, and really work hard to look for more signs whenever you're looking for somebody from a safety standpoint. That's the main thing that I'm talking about right now. But anyway, that's all I got for today, man. I'll talk to you later.